Hello everybody, it's Mage. Today I finished the second playthrough of Lies of P and I wanted to get my thoughts out on how I feel about this game and things like that. So I will start from the beginning. I had no idea that this game was even in development. I cannot speak for you guys, but for me, I had no idea. This game was like a jump scare for me. So the first time I came across this game was when they had released the demo, and after I played the demo I was really impressed, but I was also very skeptical. So I waited, and imagine my surprise when I played the whole game. It was even better than I had expected. And in a week I went from not being sure that I wanted to buy this game or not to holy shit, this game is good. And not many games can do that. The only other game that has done that to me this year was Baldur's Gate. So the first thing that really caught my eye about this game was how good it looked. The polish on this game is insane. The character design, the color choices, the animations, the drip, the environment design, the weapon animations, the fable arts, they really fit together. They really go together really well, you know. And on top of that, this game has a story and other things to back it up. There are many other games that have really nice faces, but they don't have any character behind them. They don't have any personality. Lies of P feels like it has some personality behind it. For example, take design of Rosa Isabel Street and the music playing in the background. It fits together really well. And the next thing that I really liked about Lies of P was the combat design. They really nailed the combat in this game. I did not expect this level of combat from a non-From Software company. The combat feels grounded, the combat feels deliberate. I feel like I'm in control of the character. It's insane how good it is. Sekiro was my first ever Souls game. I got into the franchise through Sekiro. And when I found out that you can parry in this game and it is a viable strategy for combat, I was really impressed. I cannot express how excited I was. And if you don't like parrying, there is also Souls-like combat. There are like 20 different weapons available to you that you can mix and match. Like you can take a blade of another weapon and handle of another weapon, and you can make a completely new weapon out of it. And you can do that, you can experiment with that and make a perfect weapon for your build. For me, I took Mjolnir, which is a strength weapon and does relatively high damage, and I combined it with a dex handle which swings really fast. And there are also fable arts which are like Ashes of War in Elden Ring. There are 2 fable arts for every weapon. You have a fable art for your blade and you have a fable art for your handle. So you can mix and match, and players have found out the combos that can nearly one-shot the bosses, and I really like that. And on top of that, there is also a skill tree that you can upgrade through quartz. Quartz is like a currency for upgrading these skill trees. You find like 26 to 27 in one game cycle, which is perfect for people who loves passives like me. And the last thing that I really love about this game is the healing system. It is so good that I feel like other companies can learn from it and implement in their games. So for those who don't know, if you run out of heals in Lies of P in a fight, you are in a fight, you still have a chance to gain another heal if you play really well from that point on. So you have a real chance of comeback every time you run out of heals. It is really hard for me to put it into words, but it feels like I have more control on the game, and this feature makes the game really immersive. Like you are waiting for that one heal to recharge and heal yourself and do it all over again. As much as I love this game, there are also things that I don't like about this game. So I also want to include those. The first one being the weight limit. You really exceed the weight limit really fast in this game. Lies of P is designed to carry 2 weapons at the same time, but you cannot do that unless you farm and level up capacity. I guess it is fine for the dex builds, but for the strength builds you really have to compromise, man. And it is just another thing that keeps us from enjoying the game. Now from what I hear, they patched it, but the problem is still there. After weight limit, there is poise problem, because there is no poise whatsoever in this game. Well, actually, let me correct myself. There is poise, but only in some fable arts. And even while doing those fable arts, you can get staggered. It is fine if you're playing dex, but when you're playing like strength weapon, it really messes up with the immersiveness of the game. It really frustrates me when a guy who doesn't even have legs can stagger me when I'm swinging my 100 kilo wrench. After poise comes the dodge rolling. Everybody knows that the dodge rolls are locked behind upgrades. This should not be a case. These are the features that should be available to a player from the beginning. There are only like 26, 27 quads that you can find in a game in one game cycle. It feels like you are playing with 20 quads, because you have to upgrade the dodges, man. They are mandatory upgrades. And another thing that really annoys me is the grindstone. You cannot tell me that this thing serves any purpose besides looking cool. This thing doesn't add anything to the game. It is just a hindrance to a well-designed combat system, because in most of the fights you don't even need it, and in the fights where you do need it, you cannot use it because the boss or the enemy is always closing on you. And the last thing that really annoys me about this game is some of the enemies and boss movesets. Some movesets are really well choreographed, but others just come out of nowhere. For example, Simon Manus, his overhead slam that he does after a combo really comes out of nowhere, man. And some moves of the enemies are designed to punish you for not upgrading the dodges, which really feels like devs telling you to upgrade the dodges. But then, if you want people to upgrade the dodges, and you are making enemy moves to punish people for not upgrading the dodges, then why not just give it like for free from the beginning? Okay, that is it, guys. These were my thoughts about Lies of P. I really wanted to get my thoughts out before playing something else. I'm thinking about playing Skyrim. I have never finished it. I actually killed a dragon and then I never went past that area for some reason. So I am thinking about playing Skyrim next. And if you guys want to check that out, you can subscribe and follow my Twitch. I will most likely be playing Skyrim. So that's it. See ya.